This is Kamera. My first few minutes with God. Day number 151. 1 Kings chapter 3, chapter 4, 2 Chronicles chapter 1, and Psalms chapter 72. The first thing we read is that Solomon had made an alliance with the king of Egypt, and he married one of the king's daughters. And one of the commands that God had given the children of Israel was not to marry anyone outside of their belief. Remember, those other kingdoms usually served other idols. He wasn't supposed to marry outside his tribe. Yeah, thought I'd point that out. Solomon, though, it says that Solomon did love the Lord and he followed God's decrees just as his father had instructed him, except when he did his burnt offerings and sacrifices to a local place of worship. Later, Solomon had this great celebration and burnt 1,000 burnt offerings at the tent of meetings, which is in Gibeon. So that was the main place to do this. That night, God appeared unto Solomon, told Solomon to ask for anything that he wanted. Isn't that something? That's my God. Anyway, Solomon was so concerned about doing a good job. He asked God, because that's a big role to be over God's people. He asked God for wisdom and knowledge to rule God's people. How do I govern them, Lord? I need to, wisdom. And so God was so pleased with what Solomon had asked, because most kings, and he figured, I'm just saying, he could have asked for great possessions, honor, death of his enemies, a long life. No, he asked for wisdom and knowledge so that he can govern the people righteously. Isn't that something? So God went ahead and blessed him. He said, I'm going to go ahead and give you that wisdom and that knowledge you asked for. But because of your request, I'm going to go ahead and bless you with riches and fame. Yeah, great possessions and honor. And he had peace throughout his reign. But he told Solomon that I will always also bless you with long life as long as you follow and obey my decrees and commands, just as your father David did. Yes, I'll give you long life as well. Get this. Solomon thought it was a dream. Later on, maybe sometime later, Solomon had an issue with two prostitute women. They were fighting over a child. One of their children had died, and there was a switcheroo, and the mother of the living child was fighting for her child. And so the way Solomon dealt with that was, someone give me a sword, let's split this child in two. The mother of the child, like, no, don't let her have the kid. That's how Solomon knew that was her child, because the other woman was like, yeah, let's go ahead and divide the child. Mother wouldn't do that. They would just go ahead and let their child live and deal with it like that. So everyone heard about what Solomon had did. The land of Israel, when they heard what he had done, they were in awe. So you'll also find on the read today a record of all the high officials who were over Solomon's kingdom. During this time, it was really great. Judah and all of Israel, they were very content. Very content. There was plenty to eat, plenty to drink. They conquered surrounding lands. They sent tribute money to Solomon, and they served him throughout his lifetime. Solomon was wiser than anyone. His fame reached throughout the surrounding nations. He composed over 3,000 proverbs and wrote 1,005 songs. Kings from every nation, they would send their ambassadors to Solomon just to listen to the wisdom of Solomon. Isn't that something? Psalms 32, Psalm of Solomon. Solomon is the one who wrote that psalm, and it's a prayer for the king. He prayed for a love for justice. Isn't that something? Help him to judge righteously. And for the righteousness of his sons. So he prayed for his sons. Help him to be the defender of the poor, rescue the needy kids, prosperity throughout the land. There's so much he prayed for. Isn't that something? Giving God praises as well. Also noted, long live the king. But there you have it, guys. That's day number 151. 1 Kings chapter 3 and chapter 4. 2 Chronicles chapter 1, Psalm 72. You have a God-filled blessed day.